to Cooking with TyGoode. Today we're going to be making a chili. So I'm going to be adding chili seasoning. Of course, you need your ground beef. I'm going to use 2 forms of kidney beans. It's going to be dark red kidney beans as well as the red kidney beans. I know that's a lot of beans, but trust me, it's going to be worth it. As well as some jalapenos because I like my chili spicy. We're going to add some onions, some garlic powder. We're going to use the rotel for the tomato mix, as well as I'm going to use also some tomato sauce and paste, as well as fresh tomatoes. I just kept those stored in the cabinets as well as the refrigerator. And of course, you need your seasoning, salt, pepper, and we're going to throw this all together and let's see how this chili turns out. So soaking my beans for overnight. The beans have to be soft. As you can see, they've been sitting in the water. I'll just reach in to grab them so you can see. That should allow any of the waxy material that was on the bean previously to fall off. As you see, it's also a little bit coming out of the shell, but this is my dark bean and my red bean that I had earlier, and this is it now soaking for the last 8 hours overnight. So when I get back, we're actually going to start by cooking these, adding seasoning, onions, peppers, my jalapeno, and I'll let it boil, and then I'll add more fresh ingredients in order to start my chili or complete my chili. So my beans are actually boiling. They've been on for 20 minutes. I did drain the water previously, add new water. I did that about 3 times. I let them soak overnight simply because I wanted the bean to be soft and I also wanted it to be able to be clean. So I wanted to get that wax residue off of them as well as give it a nice boil and drain it twice. So they've been on for roughly 20 minutes now in full cook with seasoning. Salt, pepper, garlic, put up some onions in there as well. And then I'm also started grounding my ground beef. If you take a look at my ground beef or my chili, I did start actually cooking my ground beef. If you look at it, notice I do add a little butter, water. I try to saute my food instead of frying it just for health reasons. I'm going to drain it of the water, add seasoning to this, chopped onion, green peppers, and a little jalapeno. I do like my chili to be spicy, so I'm going to also add some tomato, diced tomato, as well as some tomato paste in order to get my chili going. And you'll see this all come together shortly, so here we are. So I have a confession. I absolutely hate chopping up vegetables. Hate chopping them up. So I do what I have to do. My onions and my jalapeno actually got chopped up. I did cheat a little bit. I didn't want to tell you guys, but I did use the actual grater to get the jalapenos out. As you can see, the consistency of some of these will be whole because I did cut it up with a knife, in addition to shredding some of them because I just got lazy on it. And I was like, what in the world? So those people that get a good bite of it will be your fresh jalapeno versus a shredded jalapeno. And then with the onions, I actually chopped those up, but I think that's why I got exhausted. By the time I got to the jalapeno, I was just over it. So that's my one confession that I will tell you guys, is that I hate chopping up my own vegetables. You know what? I will hire a professional chopper just so they could come in and knock that out for me so I don't have to do it myself. If I could actually eat a whole onion and jalapeno and actually stomach it, I probably would, because I think it's just a little bit better. Maybe you could get all those nutrients if you ate it whole. I don't know. That's what I'm going to tell myself. Anyway, so I'm going to add these onions and peppers to my ground beef in addition to the rest of my actual roux. After I sweat these out a little bit, get a little flavor on them, I'm going to add my seasoning. As you guys already know, if it ain't having seasoning on it, then it's pointless. Everything needs to be seasoned. So I do want to say that. You know the ingredients I'm going to use: salt, pepper. I'm going to do a little garlic powder. I'm going to make sure to add some cayenne pepper to that as well. Because remember, this is a chili, so I do need the heat. I do need to add the spice. So let me get started on that. What do you add to your chili? I would love to know what you add to your chili. Right now, I have cayenne pepper, black pepper, salt, garlic powder. I do also have fresh garlic, tomatoes, onions, as well as green peppers and jalapenos actually in this mixture being sweated out as my vegetables needed that. I did put olive oil in this pan, so it is making a nice little sauce to it. I like my chili spicy. I would love to know how spicy and how hot you like your chili, because I also put the seeds in from the jalapeno. I think it just gives it a nice smoky, spicy taste. I love spice. So that's what I did. I actually added the jalapeno seeds. It also didn't help that I added the grater because it was hard to pick those out once they got in there. But something tells me I'm going to enjoy it because I do like spice. In addition to that, these are the beans and the ground beef. Everything is in the pan already marinating. I just now need to add the vegetables and beans. I'm going to do a rice with this. I was really debating with myself if I wanted to do it over actual mashed potato, but I think I'm going to go with the actual, I think I'm going to go with the rice. Something tells me chili rice in a bowl just sounds more delicious. So let me wrap this up, finish this off. My chili. I wanted to show you guys my chili, let you see exactly how it's coming along. This is all of the ground beef, the red beans, the dark red beans, the kidney beans. All of these beans look so delicious in this chili. I see my jalapeno, I see my green pepper, I do see some onion. I can't wait to put this over a bed of rice so you can actually see it all come together and how it looks when I present it to, my family. They'll have a couple of bites of this, probably eat it for the rest of the week. It's the start of the week, so just don't know if you guys know it is a Monday. So I'm curious if they'll eat it and how long they'll eat it for. But it should be very interesting. Let's see if it lasts 3 days in my house. I'm curious it does. The girls do like a good stew and soup, especially now we're coming off the hills. Even though it's spring, it feels like winter here in PA. I do want to say that because this is a perfect dish to get you nice and warm if you need that. I don't know what city or state you're joining me from. I know I ask a lot in the comments. Please fill them up. Let me see exactly what city and state you're watching this from as well. If you make it this far in the video, I'd appreciate it. But that's pretty much how my chili is going. It looks like it's going really well. I can't wait for the sauce to thicken up just a little bit more. Once the sauce thicken up, I'm going to take it off and the low heat that it's on, and then probably serve it over some rice. So you guys will see that shortly on a plate. So I wanted to put my chili bowls together. And if you look at the bowl size, you definitely can tell which one is mine. I do use the small brown bowl for portion control. It gives me about 1 cup of food. I eat what I can, and I get through that as best as possible. But this is my small bowl with rice in it. Of course, my other half has the big bowl. He will probably say more rice. I'm gonna give him a little and try to fill the chili up as much as possible. He'll have a nice good bite, and I'll make sure to dress it up so it looks nice and pretty for him. I will show you guys both bowls at the end. Right now, this is my rice base. As you can see, that rice is hot. It is steaming hot. So let's add this chili, and I will show you guys the final product. So here we are. This is the chili. It is topped with sour cream, white, fancy shredded cheddar, white cheddar to be exact, a dollop of sour cream, and I did do a little shake of cayenne pepper over it. Trust me, it does have enough heat, but I know we both like a little bit of spice in our life. So I just wanted to show you the bowl and exactly what the chili looks like. It looks really great. But before it was just basically the meat, the beans, all of the vegetables that's added to it. If you can zoom in and actually see all of that, and you see the white aged cheddar is actually starting to melt. It looks really good there. And then I'm going to show you this one, pan to the bigger portion, and show you that as well. So you can just take a look and see how everything came together. So I thank you guys so much for joining me. I'm going to delve into this because it smells so good. I cannot hold back another second. I need to bite into this. I do want to say thank you for joining me, and hopefully you guys will be back to Cook with Ty Good again. I can only hope and wish you like and subscribe. Thank you guys so much. Bye.